Hello, everyone. Today we are going to be doing the second episode of the Distant Mike's podcast. Again, we don't have a name. We're probably going to change it. I don't know yet. Anyway, continuing, we're doing a death run for the footage. Last time was just me and someone else just doing pretty much just fighting. But this time I'm doing a death run, so that'll be pretty cool. Anyway, we have only two topics, and one of them will probably be the more relevant one at the time of this recording. Anyway, but I'm not alone today. I got a special guest today. Introduce yourself.
My
Well, you're
name
not.
is Miles Morales. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, and
uh,
I'm the one and only Spider-Man.
Please don't do that again. Please don't do it again, man. That was something. Please don't do that again, okay? You heard that?
No,
Anyway, just introduce yourself.
my name is Miles Morales. I was bitten
For
by the
real this
radioactive
time.
spider.
Jesus.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, please don't do a fake out.
Alright. So my name is Miles Morales. I was bitten
Shut
by a
up!
radioactive spider. Okay,
Anyway,
okay,
that's
okay,
Earth
okay.
Daniel, okay? We're not going through that again. But that's Earth Daniel, or TPS editor proof, that's his name, pretty much. So yeah, we're doing episode 2 of the Distant Mike's podcast, since the first one actually did pretty well. It got over 100 views, so thank you for that. Never thought I would get that. I was only thinking like 30 or 20 views, to be honest. Anyway, the first topic, we're only got about two. The first topic we're talking about is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So how do you want to talk about it, Daniel?
Um. Okay, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
So do you
This
want to
is a
go to
movie.
you want to go like spoiler free, and then we'll get to spoilers.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's just get the cut out of the chase. This movie is amazing.
a banger.
It's an amazing movie. I don't know which one's better, even either this or Across the Spider-Verse. It's kind of hard because they're both really
Um.
damn good movies.
I'll give my honest opinion when when we're done talking about it. Yeah, how about it?
Okay, that's nice. Anyway, but yeah, the movie was great. Same characters except for like the three, but we'll talk about that later. Are in this movie. The plot. I feel like the first movie's plot was, I think, better overall, but I still like the plot. Very interesting. I like I said. Okay, the beginning. Okay, wait, we're not gonna spoil that. But the beginning is like 15 to 20 minutes of like a random character we're not gonna talk about yet until like spoiler review. And even after 15 to 20 minutes, when that's done, we get the whole title card. Like, that was the opening. That was the opening of it. Like, Jesus. How would you think about that scene?
Um, the scene was
Don't say the character's
it was
name.
not that bad. Yeah, the character he oh the character wasn't the character was not that bad. Yeah,
Alright, anyway.
even
But
though
yeah,
we've
the
seen the
characters
character
were still the
before.
same good. The plot is good. The animation. I think this animation is better than the first one because it has a lot of more mixture animation, you know?
What the?
It has a lot more better animation because it mixes a lot more with animation styles, even with one little world. Anyway, but it definitely leaves on a cliffhanger because this is just part one, and part two, which is Beyond the Spider-Verse, comes out, I believe, next year in March. You say right?
Next for real?
Yeah, it comes out March next year, March 29th, 2024.
Damn.
You know?
No, I actually did not know that. That's a thing that I did not know.
But yeah, it comes out on that day. That's pretty cool. Anyway, continuing.
Nope.
So yeah, cliffhanger, very cool. Anyway, do you wanna get to the spoiler now review?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one we've been with. So, skip to this time frame if you don't, if
You're
you want
going
to
to the
avoid
wrong way.
spoilers. Skip to this time frame, like I said, to get to not watch to not get spoiled. Because this movie again is new. It is a newer movie that just came out like a couple days ago. It's like, I believe. Let me check the calendar. Let me
Came
check.
out on
June
Thursday,
4th. It just came out just a few days ago. Anyway,
June 1st.
three, two,
Wait.
one. Spider-Man. Huh. You didn't think I was gonna do it this time. Anyway, what's the first thing you want to talk about?
Um. Okay, so should we talk about the first scene, the first scene?
Yes, so basically it's Gwen's backstory, pretty much what like it was talked about in the first movie, where her friend Peter died, and her dad was like a cop, and that was explored
Captain
in the
Stacy.
movie, and it had a whole different animation style, or like the colors are different. It was cool. How do you think it was?
I enjoyed it. And I liked it,
Yeah, I really liked it. It was a good
even
origin
though it was
story
long,
for
but
her
I
and what
liked it.
happened and she was fighting I want to talk about the vulture. Do you see how the animation was for the vulture?
It was like wooden.
It was like so wooden or something. It was like so cool. And I think even I'm mad that they took out the Mario Kart reference in the movie because
I actually just noticed
in
that.
the commercial, she literally said, the Italian guy from Mario Kart, pretty much, and for the Italian guy Mario Kart. I'm so sad they removed that scene because I'm so sad they removed it from saying it because that is hilarious. A little missed potential, but I can forgive it. Anyway, her dad finds out because apparently when her friend died, he thought that the Spider Woman, I think that's her name, the Spider Woman, he thought he killed her, or she killed Peter.
Yeah.
So he's been trying to find out who pretty much did the crime, you know? So when he finds out it was actually his own daughter, it's really sad because he just keeps telling her to like freaking, he keeps telling her to like get arrested or put your hands up, you know? That was
Hurry up,
that,
get it.
that part was sad, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that part was just so sad to me. But yeah, anyway, how were your thoughts on that scene?
The part which is yeah, not hard honestly. It was cool. Yeah, it was just
Anyway,
that.
but
It was
anyway, back to it. We
okay.
had the Miles introduction. Where I think this movie takes. When did this movie take place again? Like how many
Took
years?
place literally. Well, I don't even know. Like okay, so like for Miles,
He definitely looks older.
we'll get to the part after that.
Yeah, yeah,
We'll
yeah, we'll
get
get
to
to that. We'll
that
get to that.
part.
But yeah,
So
he gets to that dimension. Okay, yeah, continue.
for Miles, my favorite character, love him.
Me too.
Anyways, for Miles, it technically takes place right after the like last movie, but as I say, we'll get to that part.
I think it takes
So
place a year and 4 months after the original.
ah, dang it.
He's growing up. He's being more of a. I think he was. How old was he in the original? Like 14. I think
I
he's
think
15 in
he's
this
a
movie.
sophomore.
He's
Yeah, and
15 in
then
this movie.
in his movie he's a sophomore or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
I
Yeah,
can't
I know
remember.
that. He's older, pretty much. Okay, okay, there we go. We're doing it that time, so we gotta focus on this. Anyway, continuing like we said,
But yeah,
it's really good. It's really cool, and we see how far he's grown as a superhero, and we get to the big one, or not the big one. We get to the villain of the movie, Spot. That's the villain of the
which
movie.
he's a cool one. He's funny.
Cause I like the villain because he starts off as like a joke to everyone, even while I was saying he's like a joke. But as the movie progresses, he gets more powerful in one, and it's even revealed he's the guy in the first movie that got thrown by a bagel, which is
Yeah,
hilarious to me. That part, that part got me laughing so hard when I realized that, because that's one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie, in the first
I'm
one.
not gonna lie. That felt
That was a good plot twist.
I kind of felt bad for the spot, like
I did
being
feel bad because
treated.
he was also there when he was fighting Kingpin in the first movie. He
Yeah,
was there, pretty much. So he's a villain who starts as like a joke, where even Miles thinks he's like a joke villain, like pathetic, and everyone else
yeah.
too. But as the
It,
movie progresses, he gets more powerful, pretty much, and he becomes a big threat.
a big threat,
Yeah,
huge,
later in the movie, and now so
way huger than Kingpin.
yeah, I think he's way of a bigger threat than Kingpin, despite him being kind of pathetic again at first, and Kingpin being all serious in the first one. I do think
Yeah,
personally, I think Kingpin has a sadder backstory, but I think with Spot, I think he was a better, threat overall, cause he's causing the whole. Okay, well, we'll get to that in a bit.
multiverse, Spider Verse.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. So anyway, when Gwen was fighting the Vulture, Spider-Man 2099 and this other Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, I guess perhaps. helped her fight pretty much. So that was pretty cool. He helped her fight. He helped her pretty much fight, and they made a deal. And she wanted to go meet Miles again, pretty much, to see how he was doing, pretty much. So they made a deal,
Kind
and
of.
kind of she wanted to go see, kind of, but then she realizes the biggest threat of the movie, which is ultimately really sad. But we'll get. They meet. They go on a little swing date. And she even says in one scene, in every other story, Spider-Woman falls for Spider-Man. And Miles is trying to, when he hears that, I like the detail, but when he hears that, he tries to make a move on her. And then she says, but in this, I'm not gonna fall for it. And then he lets go. That part was a good scene. He tried to, because he pretty much has a crush on her. I think that was established, right?
Yeah,
We know he likes her pretty much in this movie,
true.
which
I
is
was gonna say
tragic.
Miles Miles.
True. True, 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 true. Anyway, continuing, he finds out something is going on with her. So he sneaks to Gwen. Although at first I want to say this, in the beginning when Spot was like going through like because his ability is to go to different universes. He goes to a lot of universes. First I think he goes to the Venom world,
He
right?
goes to
The Venom
no,
world.
no.
To
First,
that
no,
like
no, no,
that
no.
one woman.
I remember.
I think the
Now
first
first
was
he
a
goes,
classic one, like an older universe.
yeah,
And then
and then the
here's a big
second
one. He goes to a Lego world? Like
Lego.
what? That's amazing. I totally forgot that we were having Lego because they said there was gonna be a Lego universe. I totally forgot about that.
Mm,
I was like
fun fact.
shocked.
Fun fact. Actually, about the Lego world. So there's this one guy on Twitter who like straight up made a whole like straight up Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Lego
Yeah, yeah,
edition.
I saw that. So
hmm
that makes it more funny to me. That
The
there's a guy who made a
person,
trailer, but also
yeah,
actually had the trailer.
the person who made a Lego Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse trailer was actually the dude who made the Lego scene.
Oh,
So yeah,
really?
just putting that in. Fun fact.
That's pretty cool. That's very cool, but also kind of very shocking at the same time, and also pretty funny. But continuing, he goes to the Venom world, which isn't
Yeah,
which. So that means is he connected, or is this universe connected to the MCU?
MCU.
I think it's entirely possible, but I we'll get to that theory later in the movie. But after that, he has this like plan to stop Miles because he technically is the one. He's another plot twist. He's technically the guy who gave Miles his power, pretty much.
Yes. Oh, here.
Because he's Spider 42, which is his dimension, I believe. He wasn't meant. Okay, we'll get to that later. I want to save that for the ending. But continuing, he sneaks to or he calls her Wanda or he calls her Wanda in front of people, but it's Gwen pretty much. When he gets there, he pretty much just sneaks over, finds the dimension portal, and then he sneaks. I think the first thing they went was the Indian world,
Um,
the
yeah.
Indian Spider-Man, pretty much. So he
Sorry
goes
to all
there,
Indians, and we're
and
not no
and the
racism.
no, but oh yeah, I want to give a movie the positive. The fight scenes are so good in this movie.
Oh yeah,
The
love
fight,
them.
the it's
Beautiful.
probably
The
might be
fight
better than the
sequence.
first one.
That's what I say about, in my opinion, the fight
I do
sequence
think
in
the
this
fight
scene.
scenes and the
Very good.
animation style is better than the first
Oh
one
shoot.
because it has a lot more animation, pretty much. And even this one character who's the Rock Spider-Man, that is cool. Anyway, continuing, they save.
Spider Punk.
So here's another plot twist, pretty much. So when Miles tried to save someone that was important to the Indian Spider-Man, Gwen at first says stop, but Miles thinks that's like like he wants her to be he wants him or she wants him to be safe. But later on we'll get to that. He actually does save her and everything becomes fine. Then there's the Rock and then the Rock one who take at first
Spider
I like
Punk.
the joke. Spider-Punk wasn't he an outfit in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess and but getting to there's a lot of Spider-Mans pretty much. So when they get to the dimension with the Rock Spider-Man, at first they made a joke with him like saying remove the mask. but they put like a sensor, I think. But then later on, when you remove the mask, I feel like every single girl would have been like, "Woo!" Because he looks cool.
Hope he's awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome. I like the hair he has. It's so cool. Pretty much, it's such a cool hair to. It's so cool to have. It's like, whoa, I wish I had that. Although that might seem wrong. Anyway, continuing. But it's pretty cool. I liked it. I liked it. It was cool. Pretty much. Anyway, continue. When he gets to the dimensions, he figures there's a ton of Spider-Mans into this. Like I think it's like an HQ or something.
Yeah.
It's like an HQ. So that's pretty cool. It's like oh, we fell down. But it was like an HQ, and there's a lot of Spider-Mans there, and there's so many cameos as well, so many fan service moments. Even and when they said the video games, we actually saw Spider-Man like Peter Parker from the game. That was cool. Did you see that?
And no, I didn't see that,
He
Jazzy. I
popped. He
totally did
popped
not
up.
see
He
that.
popped. You have to watch them. We have to watch the movie again. I'm sure we missed
I'm
a few
Jazzy.
things.
Sarcasm. Sarcasm.
Okay, but continue. What were you saying?
Wait, what was I saying?
The video game Peter Parker. He showed up like during
Oh,
like the
I
scene where it
said,
said here's the video games pretty much, and he showed up pretty much. That was hilarious. But yeah,
what?
there's a lot of camera. We even see Prowler as a real life form, which could be actually MCU because I remember in
No, it is
Homecoming.
MCU.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is MCU, which is pretty cool. But anyway, when they continue, we meet Miguel, he's technically he's not really a villain, but he's kind of like the antagonist. I mean, it's obvious Spot is the villain, but Miguel is like more the antagonist of this movie, and for like one reason, which we all know, I think, right?
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We're almost close to that actually. Anyway, continue. But anyway, Peter B. Parker appears, which is cool. It's awesome to see him again, and he actually has a baby now, who calls Maymay, and they say, "Oh,
Well, Mayday.
Mayday took a crap." That was hilarious to me. That was funny.
May.
Mayday took a crap. Mayday took a crap. That was hilarious to me. But continuing, they first meet and it's
Uh,
revealed out of plot twist that in order all the Spider-Mans in the world to actually click, there's actually a canon that needs to be followed. Pretty much where Spider-Man gets his powers, someone or usually Uncle Ben dies, pretty much, and some other shenanigans happen. So in the Indian world, Spider-Man, that guy that Miles saved,
the
what
sheriff.
was actually supposed to die. He's the guy who was supposed to die, pretty much. So that's pretty. So that was a, kind of a plot twist. So he was supposed to die, which is sad because it's revealed all of the Spider-Man, even everyone, even the Lego one, literally had to sacrifice someone because that's part of the canon. If they break the canon, then something bad is gonna happen. Then the world will like go bad, and it's revealed because Miguel, it's Batman 2099, tried to do the same thing. He tried saving I think it was his daughter, I think. He tried saving her. And when he tried, a lot of bad stuff. Lots of people died, and it was just tragedy. So it's revealed that, and he lost his uncle, Miles, which is the Prowler. Or, what was his name again?
Aaron Davis.
Uncle Aaron. Uncle Aaron. I call him that now because, yay. But anyway, continuing, it's found that another person has to actually die in order for the canon to work, in order for the world. And it turns out the plot twist, it's actually his dad. Because we see
Jeff.
Jeff, because in the when they were
Jeffy
fighting,
Downs.
because they were trying to get Spot in the Indian part scene, it was revealed in like some like flashbacks. And I like the flashbacks in this movie. It's pretty cool. That's another cool detail I liked about it. The flashbacks are really cool and well done. They're really well done. But continuing, he found like flashbacks or something, and he's like, "Please take me home." He wants to save his dad, obviously, but they said, "I can't let you." Miguel's like, "I can't let you do that because it would break the canon, and everyone in the universe would pretty much just die or go bad." So Miles tries to run, and here's another cool part. All the Spider-Man try to stop him, but they all get confused or something with the you. So Miles runs, everyone chases him. Yeah, there's a freaking spider cat, a spider dinosaur, and one of my favorite jokes of the movie. I looked at my uncle and let me guess, he died. And yeah, how were you thinking that scene, that whole plot twist?
Huh? What?
What were you thinking of the plot twist with the whole someone has to die and it turns out it's gonna be his dad? What were you thinking?
Oh, I wasn't even surprised. I already thought of that ever since the trailer.
Oh yeah, I was
I already
thinking
knew.
someone has to die or something.
I
I was thinking
already
that
knew
too.
someone was gonna someone was probably already gonna die in the movie. So
True,
at
I
least
heard.
in one of the
Yeah,
movies. So I
yeah, I
wasn't
heard.
really
Yeah, I heard that too.
surprised.
So yeah, a little bit. I was a little surprised because I didn't see that. I knew someone had to die from his family. I wasn't expecting his dad though.
I love it in the big chase. Before the big chase, actually, I love it how we see one of my favorite animated Spider-Mans, Spectacular Spider-Man talking.
Oh yeah, he was talking. I didn't even know where cartoon he was. I remember he was like a cartoon. I was like, is this from Spectacular Spider-Man? Because even though I didn't
Whichever one
watch it, it
was.
looked very familiar.
No, Spectacular Spider-Man's a good animated one.
I was like, what? And then he was like talking about it, and we saw. Here's another cool thing in that one. In again in that scene, we see Penny Parker there. She's all grown up, pretty much,
Oh
and
yeah,
they're like trying to tell him to not go back and save Uncle because, and Miles even says himself, you just let them
Jazzy.
die or something, and it was so
Yeah,
sad. It was super sad to see that. So anyway, continue. But anyway, continue. He runs away. He tricks all of
it's
them,
gonna
and
be
he
done.
goes to the portal pretty much. But then another plot twist. He actually isn't in his own dimension. At first, we thought he was because there's his mom, of course. And but pretty much. But here's another thing. He reveals to his mom that he's actually Spider-Man. And I guess in this universe, she's like confused. He's confused pretty
Yeah,
much. And this, so that was really sad.
come here.
What is it? Oh, 50
Yes.
bonuses. Alright, let's go. Anyway, continuing the plot. Continue the plot of the movie. He finds out it wasn't his mom, and it's actually a switch. Uncle Aaron is I think his dad, and his uncle, which is his dad, actually is the one who died. Which is like a really. How did you feel on that plot twist? That he was in the wrong dimension. That
So
shocked
in the wrong
me.
dimension, that shocked me, but the part that's gonna shock you more, I wasn't really surprised. I'll get
Oh,
to that part later.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get to
after
that part in a little bit.
I'll tell you why I wasn't really surprised,
I was
which
really
I regret.
surprised. So yeah. Anyway, continuing what we're saying, he wasn't in his own dimension, and at first I was like, okay, is this guy good? But no, it looks like he's bad. Uncle Aaron in this universe, like looks like he's kind of bad in this universe. I don't know, cause he punches Miles, and he keeps telling them, hey, this is my own universe. I'm in a different universe. I need to go back to mine
Oh,
to save my
oh my
dad.
God, Jazzy.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, continuing. So, okay, here's the big plot twist of it. We actually see Miles as the Prowler.
Which I
So,
wasn't surprised.
yeah, and here's another big plot twist. So Miles himself, he wasn't meant to be the Prowler, or he wasn't meant to be Spider-Man. The spider just bit the wrong guy, and you know, Miles wasn't supposed to get hit by, and that was Spot who bit him pretty much. So, and he gave him his powers pretty much. So, yeah, that whole thing was, and we see Miles as the Prowler pretty much. So that
Now,
shocked me.
can I tell you two reasons?
What?
About that, I wasn't surprised. I appreciate it. It doesn't really have to do nothing with the podcast, kind of. Anyways,
What do you mean by
two
that?
reasons why I wasn't surprised about Miles being the Prowler. Number one, I actually I had thoughts. Well, no, number one, I actually seen like a straight up kind of a leaked, but I skipped it. I literally skipped it on TikTok,
On like
like straight
YouTube?
up. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, no, yeah, on YouTube. Like I seen, I skipped it for only I seen it for like a second. I said, no way, that's true, and then I literally just skipped it after that. And then when
But
I
you were still
seen
caught
it
off
where
guard,
Miles, Yeah, when I seen it where Miles was in like a different
He was like in the same room
world.
as like in the first movie where he tied up Peter B. Parker. It's kind of
When
like
I
the
seen
switch
it,
up.
I was like, what's it called? Wait, it could the leaks actually be true? What I actually seen? And I was just like, what? And it was just
That's such a
crazy.
cool plot twist. But yeah, and it's again revealed Spider-Gwen, who got kicked out of the team, sent to her own universe. But it turns out she actually got to the Miles universe. She talked with her parents, pretty much. That
And don't forget, she's wearing Miles's clothing.
so, clothing, pretty much. So she's gonna go find him and help him. And she actually got a lot of people to help. She got the Indian Spider-Man, the Spider Rock. I forgot his name, but you get what
Spider
I mean.
Punk.
And he actually got
Bobby
all
Brown.
Spider-Punk. He actually got
I
the
mean,
other
Bobby
three
Brown.
side characters, Penny, Peter Parker and Spider Nor. They're coming. They're gonna be coming back. She got help.
Yes. Why did she went quiet? Um, Jazzy, Brody.
What?
It went quiet.
Sorry, something happened, but continue. But continue. What you were saying?
Yeah, I said yes.
Oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. Anyway, continuing. Okay, continuing with that. It's plot. It's so. Okay, I'm stuck at something. But it turned out that she actually got all the recruits of the characters, and that was the last shot of the movie. But yeah, that was the movie. How were your thoughts on the movie?
I enjoyed it. I loved it. I'm gonna.
Loved
That's
it.
definitely a movie that I'll rewatch
Yeah, I'll definitely rewatch it when it comes to
when
like
it comes out on
streaming or
demand.
digital or demand. I loved it a
Whenever they
lot.
get
I
it when
really
it comes
liked
out on
it. It was
demand.
such a good movie.
Xfinity.
Recommend it. Watch it. And if you have already seen it, go watch it again. It's that good. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. So yeah, highly recommend. I don't know. I don't know if it's better than the first one. That's hard. That is a very hard
They're
question.
both 50-50s
I
to me.
think, in my opinion, the first one just slightly edges it out. Cause, cause again, a lot of people's criticisms is that the pacing is a little too long in the beginning, where he's, in his dimension, and another one which is it's a cliffhanger. But again, it was meant to be. It was meant to be a cliffhanger. It was intentional.
Yeah.
It was intentional, so I can't really blame it. But I mean that just shows that people want more, which is good. It shows people want more, which is awesome. But yeah, continuing. The movie's really good. I really highly recommend it. And
Which
give your rating a 1 out of 10.
between a 1 to 10, I say I say hmm. Okay, so between a 1 to 10, I either give it a 8 or a 9.
I say
Why?
9,
I
because
think
I really don't have any complaints.
there's no complaints about it.
Again,
I just
it's
say
just the pacing is a little off in the first. It's a little too long in the first, and it's a cliffhanger. But again, I can't really criticize it, so I can't give it like a perfect 10 out of 10. It's not perfect. Neither is the first. But I think the first one, again, because it's not a cliffhanger, and I love the ending a lot. I can just see it better in my opinion. And I think
this.
this might just be me, but the first one was just more funnier. I'm not saying the second one isn't. It's still a very funny movie. It just wasn't as. It just didn't give as many laughs as the first one, as because it wasn't iconic and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But really recommend it. Watch it anyway. That was the movie. Anyway, your final thoughts.
Um, it was awesome. Yeah, I liked it.
Yep, I'm excited for
I
Beyond the
was
Spider-Verse.
I
Going
was
day
waiting
one.
for this,
We
even
were
though
waiting for this
like
movie
straight up
since the
they
first one came
delayed
out.
it, like
Yeah, because they delayed
freaking.
it.
I
it.
was
It was supposed to release in 2022 October, I believe, or I think it was supposed to be 2022, like early 2022, but then it got delayed,
yeah,
and then it
which
got
I
delayed
was honestly
again to
mad.
2023. Yeah, I
Yes,
see why people were mad about that.
I was honestly mad, but this year I like it. We're having two
We're
Spider-Man,
having part two, which is coming out next year in March.
and
Anyway,
then we're having Spider-Man 2 this year, which I would do a video of myself. I like how the game is. So
yeah, I still can't play it sadly, so let's hear it in the chat.
you don't have no
Okay, please
PS5,
stop.
haha.
Stop, please. Anyway, that's probably what most people were coming here, but we're still gonna talk about one more thing, which is gonna be a Cartoon Network versus Adult Swim,
Which
pretty
I
much.
this needs to hurry up.
Hmm.
I'm saying this needs to hurry up because I gotta go
Okay, let's
in a
just.
little
We'll
bit.
give me like maybe 10 minutes of talking. Anyway, we'll start with Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network. How do you think the channel is?
Like, are you talking about past, present?
We'll do all timer.
Okay, so we'll
They had
start
a
off
lot
with
of good
past.
shows, better than
With
Nickelodeon.
past, with past,
They had
this
Dexter's
is the thing.
Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, Powerpuff Girls. Not the OG, not the dumb reboot that came out. The
Now
what
this is the
else?
thing. I
What?
seen, I seen Cartoon Network. I watched it a lot, but I don't think I didn't really watch it compared to Disney XD.
I watch Disney XD too, but I just prefer Cartoon Network because the one show that made me on Cartoon Network made me the person I am, who I am today, is Chowder. Wait,
Which
wrong
never seen
image.
it.
Chowder. Okay, that's better. But yeah, Chowder is such an amazing show. It's a cinematic masterpiece. Cause you need to watch it, bro. It's so good. It has so much. It's so funny. Probably the best Cartoon Network show ever. Maybe. Okay, I might be wrong about those other shows, but still, it's one of my favorites. Other ones I watched were I watched a little bit of Adventure Time. It's good. I didn't
And this
finish it
time's
though.
pretty long.
I watched a little bit of Steven Universe, but that's about it. The ones I usually watch the modern is The Amazing World of Gumball and We Bare Bears. Those are the two I
Okay, yeah.
watched the most
Mhm.
because they're
I same
just
with
so
Amazing World
good.
of Gumball.
About We Bare Bears,
We've ever seen a little bit.
it's really good. I remember watching season three happen. I remember watching season three a lot, and it was really good. So pretty good season. I liked it a lot. The rest was pretty good. What else do we have? We had Courage the Cowardly Dog. That was good. You know that dog who's like scared of everything or something.
No.
Ah, that's a rip in the chat. Anyway, continuing on the topic. Which ones do we have? Have you seen what was that show called? I don't. Damn it, I forgot about it. What was it? Uncle
What
Grandpa.
was it like? I seen okay, yeah, I seen Uncle Grandpa.
I
Um,
haven't seen a lot of it, but I liked
I didn't
it.
seen a lot of it, but like I seen it. I see it was kind of funny.
What about regular show?
Regular show, I seen a couple of it. I didn't.
It's good.
It's not. It was not really a show that I watch that
I
much.
watched the entirety of season one, but I never got to the other one, sadly. But yeah, pretty good show. Have you seen Oh yeah, actually today is the 15th anniversary of Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack when it first aired in 2008. And I'm just saying, bro, it's one of the most disturbing cartoons ever. I've seen only a little bit. It's good, but it's super disturbing. Anyway, that's Cartoon Network. Let's get to Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Okay.
I think it's
Now
pretty
we can talk
good.
about a lot.
Okay, talk about it. You go first.
So Adult Swim, the first ever show that I seen was the Boondocks. I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know what the Boondocks is.
Pretty good
Yeah,
show.
if
I
y'all
watched a
seen
little bit
Adult
of it.
Swim, it's a good show. Funny, honestly,
I like the
it's pretty
characters.
funny.
Although there was a
Louie,
controversy
Riley.
episode with them where they had a lot of controversies. I know that much. And I remember one thing, which is the controversial N word, pretty much. And at first, Adult Swim censored the word or didn't want the word in it because I mean, you get the controversy. But the creator himself said it would allow characters to naturally be themselves and let audiences discuss what they normally wouldn't think about. So Adult Swim allowed the characters to use the N or say the N word pretty much. I
Even
remember
white
that whole contra, and
characters.
they even made They even made Martin Luther King say it. Dr. Martin Luther King. They even had an episode where he said it himself, which is funny
Yeah.
to me. Anyway, it was a funny episode, but yeah, that was the whole controversy. And they even so yeah, pretty good. One cartoon I want to talk about a lot is you continue with Boondocks.
Boondocks was like I said, a good show, funny show. All their characters were good.
Yep. Who are your
There's a
favorites?
lot of Riley and Huey and
Yeah, they were probably the best
Uncle.
characters. The grandpa, I forgot his name. What was it again?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot too. It's been a while since I watched Moondogs, but I
True.
know most of the characters.
Yeah, I know most of them. There was. Oh my, that was great. I remember the meme. I forgot the meme it was in one of the first episodes of the season one. They're like at a party or something. That was funny to me. But anyway, that was Boondocks. Anyway, the next one, which is probably the big one, Rick and Morty. You seen it?
I've
Pretty.
seen some episodes.
It's pretty good. I watched the entirety of season one. It was really good. I'm probably gonna have to get to the others eventually. So really good show. One I really want to talk about is Smiling Friends. That is like one of the more recent shows. It's really good. Like it's so funny. The pilot came out in 2020, but the series itself didn't premiere until, or I guess the series didn't start until 2020 to the beginning of it. You should watch it. It's on. Didn't I tell you about it before? Like yesterday or like
Yeah,
today?
it's on Max.
Yeah, it's on Max, and it's only like
Yes.
I think it's only like 9 episodes. It's really good. So give it a
Hold up.
watch. What happened?
Hold up. Check Ron. Okay.
Okay, just be back. Anyway, that's Sartenio. Anyway, I'll talk about Smiling Friends. It's really good. Pim and Charlie, best characters the entire series. So good. Anyway, continuing. As for the better channel overall, I don't know, because they're both pretty good channels in my opinion. They are both pretty good.
Gotta
Wait,
hop off.
okay, let's wrap this up in like a couple minutes, okay? Wrap
Yeah,
this
I
up.
gotta hop off like right now. My mom's telling me to.
Okay, let's just anyway. We got to finish the podcast. This guy has to leave now. Has to get off, which I definitely get. Anyway, thanks for the podcast. Thanks for talking about this. I know the adults we've more focused on the Spider-Man stuff, but we just want to add one more thing, and we kind of rushed this. Or not rushed it. We
Yeah.
just kind of last minute decision to do this at night. Anyway,
Mhm.
thank you everyone for this. I hope thank you for the first attention for the first episode, and we'll see you guys and plug your stuff.
Episode 2.
I'll
Please
probably
comment
tie
down
this.
below.
Please comment down
Please
below if
comment
you
down
want to
below
see
in
and
this
how you think of
episode.
this,
Yeah,
and
I
plug
want
your
to see
social
more
medias.
comments than views.
Plug your social medias. I'll add them to the link in the description.
And if y'all want to be in the podcast, just add your app and let me know what you
Just
guys'
text me
epic
on
is.
just comment on my video or just tell me on Twitter.
Yeah,
Anyway, my Twitter
and
is
then we gonna add you
Jesse2390.
guys.
Same thing for the channel. Go see Proofs, YouTube channel and Twitter. I'll put it
Yes.
all link in the description. So yeah, pretty good. I'll see you guys maybe in episode 3 if we make one. So this is Mike's. We out. Say bye.
Peace out.
Bye bye.